Hello the internet! It is Saturday the 16th of October 2021 and welcome back to the channel. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got my eye on something today, folks. You know what that is? This is a 10th stream. Every 10 streams on YouTube, we open up a special bottle of Jack, which you lovely yahoos generously donated towards me. That's the guy today. I'm wearing my special Jack only shirt. I normally do the button up. That's a little bit loose today. This is a different stream. The reason this is different is I'm actually restreaming this out everywhere that I normally do. This is the first time I'm restreaming to DLive. I normally create my DLive content and I send that out everywhere. And so you get the DLive stream on Facebook, on Twitch, on Trovo, on YouTube. This is the opposite. You've got the YouTube stream going out everywhere, including DLive. So if you're watching on DLive, you best come down to YouTube town. I normally promote the other way around. Come over from YouTube to DLive. This is the opposite because this stream is one that's going to be kept. It's going to stay around. It's going to be there for, well, hopefully forever, depending on how long YouTube lasts. Special bottle of Jack. In the chat, I see Avery's brag book. Hi, hello Avery. How you doing? It's just you and me at the moment. Also on this stream, I'm going to be staying live until I reach 22 likes, which is double. That's 22 likes, which is double what we achieved on this very similar stream last time. So if we can get the likes up, that'd be real handy. We're currently sitting at 5 likes. I appreciate that. 5 likes. I see 3 people watching on YouTube. I see 4 on DLive. I've got to tell you, DLive, come on down to YouTube. This is where this is going on, right? YouTube, not DLive. Let's actually go over and have a look at DLive. Let me grab DLive machine here. I'm just intrigued to see how this looks on the machines of D's. Just out of curiosity's sake, let's go to my channel. Am I live? Yeah, there I am. Classic. Yeah, so 4 viewers. I can see the chat there too. Mindletron. I'm going to just put in the chat. Come on down. Come on over to YouTube, folks. And I'll pop the link in there as well. That's probably the most sensible idea. And I see another like there. Thank you for the extra like. I'm going to assume that was Avery. And Tim's in the house too. G'day, Tim. Did I give Avery a cheers? I don't know if I did. Avery. Cheers, my friend. Timski. Cheers. Rob Mack's in the house too. Rob Mack. G'day, Gives and Givers. How you doing, man? Gonna pop this little linky poop in the chisel chat for the follows over on DLive to come on down. That'll be pretty clear if you are over on DLive. Please come down to the YouTube machine. And I see 8 likes now. Thank you very much, Tim. And I see Rob Mack as well. Thank you very much. And David 2010. Hey, mate. G'day, David. How you doing, man? So, look, the idea of this stream is obviously predominantly the Jack Daniels opening. Then I'm going to just kick back and hang with you guys. Show you the surfing clip from today. We'll chill until we obtain 22 likes. Maybe we'll have a call in. Who knows? I don't know. Whatever you want to do, it's YouTube. I mean, probably shouldn't have said that exactly that way. I meant we'll keep it pretty tame here, but it's a chance to do something different. There will be no DLive stream today. This is the DLive stream. It's a slightly different way of looking at things. I'm pretty happy to be doing it this way. Mind of Tron, cheers. Going to grab some 4 Roses. 4 Roses bourbon, right? I haven't had it. It comes in a massive bottle though. Is that the 4 Roses one? I remember photographing that at the bottle shop way back when and had a massive, I think there was a 4-liter bottle of that. 4 Roses. Yes, sir. That's the one, Mind of Tron. And by the way, is Mind of Tron anything related to the Tron blockchain? TRX? Hope so. I do like my cryptocurrency. David, I can't wait to hear about today's stream. Thank you, David. Thank you very much. Hey, look, I want to just do this quickly, get this out of the way. If you are here specifically for the Jack Daniels content, if this is all you're interested in, I get that, I understand that. What I'm doing, I'm popping a link in the chat on YouTube, which will be there on the replay. And what this is this is a timestamped link to every time that we've done this on one of these streams. So you'll see, yeah, number 1, 1907 tasting. There's the link, little timestamp to the actual part of the stream where we opened it. Number 2, Tennessee Fire tasting. Number 3, Legacy Edition. Number 1. So what I'm doing, and it's all pre-programmed, is putting in every single bottle of Jack that we've opened up, so that then you can go straight to those at the Willy of the Nilly whenever you damn well please and check that content. We've been doing this for nearly 3 years, maybe a bit longer. I don't know, but we do it every 10 weeks. And the reason we do it every 10 weeks is because every 10 weeks there's a fresh bottle that sits on the shelf behind me. Now that bottle is being supplied by the givers. Now I got to give massive props this time around. Rob Mack, dude, you've contributed so much to this Jack Behind Me fund. I really appreciate you, man. This one is pretty much all you, I believe. Without any further ado, let's grab the bottle and I'll tell you a little about it. But this is Tennessee Tasters Selection, these guys. Oh, by the way, let me just read off the ones that we've done. So 1907, that's an Australian-only bottle. Tennessee Fire, you've all known the Tennessee Fire. Legacy Edition 1, Legacy Edition, the green label bottle. Tennessee Honey, you've all known the Tennessee Honey. That's a banger. I really enjoyed that. Old Number 7, 1 liter. Now, remember I said every 10 weeks there's a fresh bottle? Well, the bottle will never, ever, ever repeat itself. But the sizing, right? A 1 liter bottle, we'll never have a liter bottle of Jack there again. Just like we'll never have, what was the next one? Old Number 7, 50 mil. We'll never have a 50 mil there ever again. This is what I'm doing. I'm making sure we go through and never repeat ourselves. Winter Jack. I did not like Winter Jack. I did not like it at all. Red Dog Saloon. Heck yeah. Goose's Bold Selection 2009 number 2. Now that was my first attempt at doing a single barrel. And I decided against doing single barrels from there on in, just because there are too many of them. It's a never-ending supply of single barrels. So Goose's Bold Selection was it. Rested Tennessee Rye, which is sort of like a single barrel, but Tennessee Tasters Selection Hickory Smoked. Heck yeah, that was nice. Tennessee Rye 50 mil. Old Number 7 200 mil. Old Number 7 35 centiliters, the European one. That was the old barrel house, the Cave Spring. That's the one that I decided no more single barrel selects, because that was very difficult to get. And then I figured they just never end these. Anybody could make a single barrel. I could make a single barrel. If I had enough money, I could have a Gibbs a minute single barrel. Maybe we will one day. Tennessee Tasters Selection Barrel Reunion number 1. Then there was Sinatra Select, a birthday bottle from Shida Rose, and that's an absolute cracker. Tennessee Taster Selection Barrel Reunion number 2. Heck yeah. White Rabbit Saloon Special Edition. Yeah. Wait for it. Tennessee Apple. Tennessee Apple. Get that anywhere. Beautiful. Actually, who did that on YouTube? Someone just gave me a sub. Who did that? Davey Z. Oh, Davey Z over from D-Live. How you doing, man? Thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate you. Good to have you over here. Tennessee Fire label change. Like I said, we'll never repeat a bottle, but the label did change. It went from the gold and black writing to the white writing. We did a review on it. Spoiler alert, exactly the same thing. But like I said, the bottle will never repeat. White Rabbit Saloon 120th anniversary. So there's the special edition and the 120th. Like I said, bottle will never repeat. They're two different bottles, arguably the same thing. And that's where we're currently up to. And now it gives me great pleasure. Hey, 9 likes on the stream already. Thanks, folks. Can we get the likes up? We're going to go for 22 likes. But folks, this bottle here, Tennessee Tasters Selection, this is actually number 1 in the series. I believe there's 7 in totes in this package series, this Tennessee Tasters series. Not to be confused with the new Tennessee Traveler series, of which there's 2 at the moment. This is, well, this one came out in 2013, or sorry, the barrels were in 2013. This one came out in 2018. Oh, it's on the screen here. Yeah, 2018, available at the distillery and select stores. A very small bottle, by the way, 375 ml. So this is the size of a can in Australia, a can of pop, 375 ml. So quite a small vessel. It's almost like a hip flask. You'd sneak it in somewhere if you were the sneaking in kind. Now, High angels share barrels. What does this refer to? What the hell is a high angle? I would say angle as being silly. Angel. What is a high angel's share? Every time whiskey gets barreled and stored in the warehouse, you lose some to evaporation, right? The evaporation takes over and it disappears. You lose a bit. They call that the angel's share. And by the way, dude, it is hammering down out here. Wow, that's really coming down. Cats and dogs stuff. Who did that on YouTube? Someone just subbed. Dougie. Oh, Doug, you hadn't subbed on YouTube? Thank you, man. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks, Doug. So they referred to the evaporation as the angel's share. Now, this particular barrel had a lot of evaporation. I can't concentrate with this rain smashing it down. Huge. There's been no evaporation out there today. It's the opposite. It's reverse evaporation. It's raining. High angel's share, a lot of evaporation, not much left over in the barrels. So they kept it and they bottled it as the High Angel's Share barrels. Now this is the first in that series. So 2018, limited amounts. You couldn't get these. Let me just tell you. In Australian dollars, this little sucker, $220 in Australia. So Rob Mack, again, I'm going to thank you for the contributions you've made to the Jack Behind Me Fund. All that stuff is down below if anybody wants to contribute. Rob Mack has done. That's where this thing came from. Much appreciation. Now it does say here, a unique concentration of flavors with a darker color. Now, obviously everything's in reference to or in relation to old number 7, the Black Label Jack, which we all know and love, which I know I do. So this is a darker color. I mean, it kind of does. It is a little darker. I don't know if it's that much darker. I mean, I'd have to have a bottle of Jack to compare it to, which I do not have. And 53.5% by volume. There's a lot of alcohols in there. They're going to give you a lot of bop for your bang. By the way, 13 likes now. I see that. Thank you very much, folks. We're aiming for 22. If we can achieve 22, that'd be terrific. So that's the scope of this bottle. Now, of course, you can talk about whiskey all you damn well please, or it's better to drink it. I know a lot of collectors that do not drink their stash and they just store them in cabinets with glass and lights and stuff. No, the idea of this for me is to drink it on the stream with you. I love Jack Daniels. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you contributing to enable. I'm not endorsed by Jack Daniels. Who did that? Another sub over on YouTube. Alan Asher. Alan Alicia. Hello, Alan. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. When I say on YouTube, it's because I normally stream on DLive, and doing a unique stream on YouTube, it's a little different for me. So I appreciate that, Alan. Yeah, not sponsored by Jack Daniels, but they have sent me product in the past. I mean, in an ideal world, they would send me everything and I'd get through all of it, but it's not like that. So I'm buying this, and it's the help of you guys that helped me to get there. This stuff is very rare, very, very difficult to obtain in Australia. Usually it comes from those collectors, right? The guys that I just dissed, the ones that put it on shelves under lights and behind glass cabinets. They're the guys that bring all this into the country when this was never released in Australia. So props to you yahoos, props to the givers, and let's crack this one, the first in the Tennessee Tasters selection. Ooh, wee, wow, woo. Interesting. So, first off, it is, hold on a second. I've got to breathe in. Hang on, let me just cleanse my palate of my mouth. Send me a shot, says Rob Mack. I wish I could pour it down the internet and you get it at your end. Well, man, imagine that. Forget virtual reality. Like, I want to be able to just like, that'll never happen. Timsky, Benon, Tron is the name of a science fiction film, Tron. I know about that, but I'm thinking of it. And there it is, Mind of Tron. Tron is my first blockchain I ever used. Yeah, I'm more about the blockchain. Mind the Tron Gaming, I had to give you 2 likes. Well, ooh, Donna. Ooh, it's going to be thunder and lightning. You can hear the rumbling. It's what I was trying to do is they tell. So I've read when you smell something, you should smell with your mouth open. Try breathing in your nose with your mouth open. It's actually, hang on, mouth open. Sorry. What did I read? Now I'm confusing myself because your mouth open's pretty easy to do. There's some technique that you need to do. It's like mouth open. All right, so let's put a little in here. Bearing in mind, this is 55.5% by volume. There's a lot of, let me just check again. Can see them in there. 55 of them. 55. Whoa, what was it? 55 and a half? 53 and a half. Well, where did those extra two go? I can see the alcohols in there. They're swimming around down there, folks. Not wide open, in nose, out mouth. That's what it was. It's you got to do circular breathing. That's what it is. You breathe in through your nose and out your mouth. That's how you smell something properly. Circular breathing, and you do get it better. Like it covers more of your palate at that point. Okay, so let's put this down here. We woo. Cheers as eases. Cheers, Jack Daniels, for making such exquisite products. I wish we could get every single one of them in Australia, but you know, some people don't get the ones we get. 1907's an Aussie one only, so suck on that, America. As we buy all your ones as well. Winter Jack. That was rubbish. Dude, I want to say cinnamon. What? How come there's cinnamon in there? Hang on, is that right? Did I get cinnamon off that? I don't get the cinnamon now, but the very first touch of it, I got cinnamon. I'm just gonna, I mean, it says on the bottle here, sometimes as our barrels rest in our barrel houses, the angels take more than their usual share. Such is the case with this small batch of barrels from January 2013. The result of this increased loss to the heavens is a unique concentration of flavors, including cinnamon. I made that bit up. It doesn't say including cinnamon. Concentration of flavors left behind, including cinnamon. No, I'm kidding again. In a concentration of flavors left behind in these very special barrels, including cinnamon. What? No way! I'm just kidding. 3 times in a row. You know what? There may be alcohol in here. I've only had the smallest sip of it, and I've already got that nice, calm, chilled vibe where everything's good, right? Everything's great. I got my 4 roses ready. Hell yeah, Mind of Tron. I appreciate that, man. Cheers. David's laughing out loud. I'm not joking, but I mean, I don't know if I can get it again. Let me see if I can get it again. Hang on, you know what? Let's just cleanse the palate. Nah. Didn't get cinnamon that time. It's weird. A fuzzy chill feeling. A good warm sensation of peace. Inner peace. Caleb Templeman, what? How you doing, man? Caleb, I haven't seen you in a long time, fellow Wollongongs. I'm going to say creator. Just up that way. He's just ahead of me. Have you got the storm at your place, Caleb? That's just starting right here. It's all dark and gloomy outside at 3 p.m. on a spring day, and the rain's coming down. We're doing a little review here of Tennessee Tasters selection. First one from Jack Daniels. What this means, folks, is tomorrow when I stream live on DLive, there'll be a new bottle behind me, and that'll be there for 10 weeks. 10 weeks from today, we'll open whatever the bottle is that's going to be behind me. Do you have any ideas what it may be? I'm not going to spoil it. I'll tell you this, though. It's Jack Daniels. But I'm not telling you what Jack Daniels. Hey, man, I love that feeling. Me too. You got blue skies there, Caleb. Right. Dude, I don't know why we're getting hammered here then. Hey, just a friendly reminder, can we all smash the like button? We're aiming for 22 likes. We've got 16 likes here right now. If we can all smash that like button, that'd be terrific. And if you are watching on DLive, I see Davo over there. Oh no, Davo put a comment in there. Thank you, Davo. If you're watching on DLive, please come on down to YouTube. This is where this is actually taking place. Come on down to the tubes of you. Oh no, did I put that? Okay, well there goes the I didn't mean to do that. That link, the links in the chat, folks, is the repeat of all of the times that we've opened up Jack Daniels on the Gives a Minute YouTube streams. If you want to go directly to the content, I didn't mean to press that button, but there it is going up again for you. Maybe there is a little more in here than I thought, a little more alcohol swimming around. Smashing the like. Thank you, Caleb. Appreciate you, man. I'm going to stay live here until we get 22 likes. So if you can get any of your crew in to come over and like up the stream, and then get this for stupid, which I am, next time we do a Jack Daniels stream, opening up whatever the next special bottle will be behind me, we're going for 44 likes. We're doubling it each time. The first time we did this last week, I don't know why we started it last week, the likes thing, but we had 11. So I was like, okay, 11 it is. And we got 11. And then I said, okay, let's double that next week or in 10 weeks, 22. And then I thought, you know what? Logical conclusion, double that, 44. At some point, we'll sit here for a long time to achieve those likes. But I figure we're going to have the Jack. We might as well chill. We'll have chats, we'll have call-ins, whatever, you know? Good times in your life. Fire, fire, fire. Dr. Tron in the house. Dr. Tron, is that Mind of Tron at the same time? Sorry about this, folks. I'm slamming my own chat here, but that's okay. If you want to click those links, they're all there for you. Each one, you will see this hideous head in this stream with this shirt on with a different bottle of Jack. That's the idea behind those. You know what? As I drink from this more, it's got a real thick complexion. Now, I'm not just saying that because it said before that it's going to be darker in color. It does feel like the viscosity is denser. Now that's the term I'm looking for. The viscosity is denser. Yeah, that's dude, I always get to the point where I'm drinking this Jack Daniels, anything that's unusual from Jack or not quite, I was going to say not quite normal. What I meant was anything other than Old Number 7. Whenever I do drink this, it's going to go downhill from here, isn't it? I always get this unique, I get this twinge of like, oh wow, man. And then I get this sort of like sadness where I'm like, why can't this just be like, this is so rad. And I'm just thinking back to the Sinatra Select. Like, it's so rad, but it's so expensive. And then I get this sadness where it's like, why can't they just be different flavors? You know, when you get like, you got chocolate ice cream, strawberry ice cream, vanilla, and then you've got Neapolitano and like, why can't, and pistachio flavored, like they're all the same price. Why can't these just be different flavors of Jack and they're all the same price? And you go to the liquor store and you're like, yeah, I feel like that Sinatra Select tonight. Yeah, that's cool. But instead you've got to be like, oh, that's way expensive. And so suddenly you've got to have a special occasion for it. I just wish that there was like, that's just the flavor range. I know they've got that. They're Gentleman Jack and Fire and Honey and Apple. And I understand that, but I just wish it would extend to the real expensive ones. Always watch on DLive. Do you really, Dr. Tron? What's your handle on DLive, dude? I love the surfing videos. We got one coming up in this stream for you from today, of course. And whiskey and bourbon. How is the drinks, Gives? It's delicious, man. I might buy one and try it myself. I got to tell you, David, I know you're Australian. Dude, I might have jumped that gun. I'm assuming you're Australian. You might not be. If you're in Australia, there's only one store. There's only one store that stocks this. It's called the Old Barrel Warehouse. And they only have it in from time to time. This, like I said, this was the first of 7. So they've had 7 Tennessee tasters in the series. And this was the first one. So you'd be very hard up finding the High Angels barrel share. You might be able to get the most current one I'm not even going to name it because it's coming up on the streams. Your handle is Mind of Tron on DLive. Is it really? I can't recall seeing that, dude. I mean, don't forget. Timsky, lower viscosity is thicker than higher viscosity. Lower viscosity is thicker. Right. So did I get that wrong then? So the higher the viscosity, the denser, the thicker the material, the liquid. Yeah, right. I've got that wrong then. Well, let's get things wrong more and more by having more. Why not? This is what I was going to do in the chat, folks. If you guys can all give this a like. I see 16 likes in the chat, in the YouTube stream. If we can get those likes to 22, heck yeah. I'm Australian. I was born here and from Wollongong. That's it. Do you know what happened then, Dave? David, I get confused. There's Davey Z on DLive, and there's... What's the Scottish guy? There's a Scottish guy on DLive. No, here on YouTube. With the David... I cannot remember. The higher, the thicker. Okay, gotcha, Tim. Gotcha. If you need to find some Jack from the USA, let me know. I don't know what it takes to send it to you, but definitely willing to do so. Mind of Tron, dude, that's very, very, very kind of you. Can I show you? And you just offered, so I'm going to just show you. But if this can ever happen, I would be super, super stoked, man. Check this out. Let's go over to, well, let's just type in Jack Daniels 10-year aged. This is a current bottle that's only available in the States. Did I spell that incorrectly? Oh, this gets me to put my cookie preference. I love cookies. Give me the cookies. Yum, 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 yum. I'll take cookies from Jack. What flavor are they? Beautiful. Give me them. Give me the Jack Daniels cookies. Thank you. Let me put my name, my date of birth in here. 29th of the 8th, 75. I don't want to go to the Australian store. I want to go to the US store. I don't even know if this is on the store though. Is it on the store? I don't even know if it is on the store. That's changes to the month, to the day, to the 1975. Remember me. Bear Lover, smashed it. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Oh, there it is right there. Thank you, Bear Lover. Cheers, dude. So this whiskey is available only in America at the moment. Only in America, period. 10-year-old Tennessee whiskey. Look at that beautiful, look at the bottle, folks. Isn't that a beautiful looking bottle? It's been 100 years or so since the Jack Daniel Distillery released a whiskey of a 10 years or aged or greater. Evolving Jack Daniel's past aged stated whiskey process, these Tennessee whiskey barrels have been aging in the buzzard's roost of our barrel house. I don't know what that even refers to, the buzzard. And methodically relocated to the lower floors of different barrel houses to extend the aging process for the last 10 summers. They've been doing this 10 times over and over. Is that too small? The extreme weather variation at different locations in the barrel house, along with the longevity in our handmade oak barrels, creates an intense, unique character of Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey. Discover Jack Daniel's 10-year-old Tennessee whiskey for yourself. We think you'll agree it's well worth the wait. So this is only available in America. Mind of Tron, you did say, I'm going to put this in the chat, dude. If you can get me a bottle of that, I would absolutely, hands down, salute you, and we would do it in the stream here on the Tubes of You. That bottle there, we definitely can't get that here in Australia. I mean, to get that in Australia, you're looking at like, I've seen them on eBay for over $600. So. Timsky says, some postal courier service have suspended all shipments from the USA to Australia. This is at the request of the Australian post-quarantine. Oh, wow. My boss has some. It's great. You've already had that, Mind of Tron. Shoes. Wow. It's fire, definitely. Okay, so what we're going to do here, folks. Now, so before anybody says, you're going to do what? We're going to mix this with Coke and ice. You can do Jack however you want, right? There's no set way to do Jack. In fact, there are many different varieties of Jack. Premix styles. Germany has got berry and Jack. It's disgusting. USA's got seltzer and Jack. Not very nice. Australia's got new seltzer, blood orange and Lynchburg lemonade. Very nice. Very different. You've obviously got Jack and Coke, or Jack and Cola. Not Coke, Jack and Cola. You've got Jack Lemonade. You've got Jack... We used to have dry here in Australia, Jack and Dry Ginger. These are all pre-mixed, ready to drinks, off the shelf, bang you go. We got American Serves, which is a stronger banger, a smaller can with a lot more alcohol. So what I always want to do whenever we taste these is to always try them with Coke. So I'm going to go and get the pop and some ice and come back in and we'll do that. In the meantime, if you guys can get as many of your friends into the stream, I do see 20 likes, appreciate that. We're going for 22. If you can get as many crew in here to like up the stream, that'd be really, really, really rad. I will leave you with my surfing from today. It's about a 5-minute clip of my surfing from today. And when I come back, or when you come back, I'll be here with you with Coke and with ice, and we'll chew the fat some more. Welcome back to the Super Quick Wave Day edit. Look at this, look at this. I was hoping for a better surf today. Conditions didn't really match. There is some sections coming through here, although I was over here initially and didn't really get much. Had a good time, but I was really hoping for better waves and a better surf, but it didn't happen. Mother Nature had other plans. And you can't argue with Mother Nature. Yeah, nice offshore winds. Some really cool cloud formations. Look at this. Look at this. And over here, really dark. I like this. You can kind of see it moving over. Like that's, obviously that's west. Bam. Offshore winds. We just needed a little more swell. Look at this stuff coming in through here though. See, that's where I was, but okay, I mean, dude, what? How come I couldn't get into something like that barrel? No. Oh, no, come on. Look at it. All right. Could have done something there. I mean, look, I had fun out there and I got something. Wasn't great, but you know me, I don't want to be the judge. How about you decide? Too small. Not sure what I did then. Coothed it, came right off. Probably the bigger size wave too. And I ruined it. What do you know? What do you think? What do you do? Pretty lousy, eh? Pretty lousy. Still fun though. Enjoyed it. Hopefully we get better swell tomorrow. Maybe, gotta check the charts to see what's happening. It actually looked like it was tailoring off from the rest of today, and that, unless something happens overnight, we'll see tomorrow. But while I sit down and look at those charts, you guys can go back to the live stream. Oh, what? What? Shh. You didn't see me kiss the bottle, did you? No, I didn't. I was, my lips just got too hot and had to cool down, and that's all. No. Then why didn't you use the glass of ice? No. Hey, folks, thank you very, very much. We did hit 22 likes. We've, in fact, gone over it in 24. I really appreciate everybody doing that. It's very, very kind of you. It's just a simple thing I've got, or a stupid thing I've got in my head, that every time we stream on one of these streams, we're going to double it and see how we go. It's kind of like one of those things that I used to do with the stream getting longer by a minute. Every 10 weeks, we're going to stay for the more likes, and we'll just stream for longer at that point. So let's try this. I've got some pop here, some actual full strength Coke. None of this no frills crap. None of this sugar free. When we're going with $220 worth of Jack, we're definitely going real hardcore, in your face Coca-Cola. Robert Muller, hello Robert, how you doing, man? How you going, Rob? Oh, Charlotte Rose in the house. Charlotte, how are you doing? I'm gonna cheese you with all of them. Charlotte Rose, cheers. You gotta cheers with every single. I don't know why I did that. I'll tell you why I did that. 53.5 alcohols swimming around in this thing. I saw them before. Yep. Dude, they're in there, hey. Look at all those alcohols swimming around in there. Time to get some out. Let's go a splash here. You don't have to do much because of the bang in the buck. 53 of them and a half. Not just 53 and a half. And we will add some ice cubeses. I like one big solid block of cube of ice too in here. Get these little ones out of here. I got a little... I love these big ass blocks, hey. In it goes. And... what was that sound? I was saying... I love you. Coke always smells the same. Out of the same production warehouse. Oh, here we go, folks. We are trying the High Angels Share Barrels mixed with Coca-Cola and ice on a YouTube stream where we've already achieved the 22 likes. Much appreciated. I see 25 now. That's very kind of you all. Go again. Okay. I'm thinking that's not quite as nice. That's weird. Like, you would think... I mean, we know that Coke tastes good, but this doesn't have quite the same... Yeah, I don't know about that. There's something weird going on here with this. Something's not exactly kosher. Maybe I gotta have some more and get the flavors going. You needed more Jack. That could be it. But then again, 53.5 of the alcohol's swimming around. I don't know if I want to put too much. But you might be right. You might be right. We'll just see with that. See, when the bottle is so small, I've had 2 neat. Just spit everywhere. I've had 2 neat and 1 with pop, and we're almost to the halfway point. That's a scary point to get to. Charlotte says a wedge of lemon. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, and so Minotron said you needed more Jack, and Charlotte said maybe too much Coke. So those 2 things are the same, but I appreciate that you both said that. Aero Gamer in the house. Yo, Aero, Melbourne Doug, how you doing, man? Little different YouTube stream here. Hey, by the way, I'm going to open this up, right? I'm going to say, this is a YouTube stream. Every 10 weeks, we do a special YouTube Jack stream where I put my Jack shirt on and we stay here live till we get to a certain amount of likes. Appreciate the 26 likes now, folks. Much appreciation. Next time we do this, in 10 more weeks, there'll be a new bottle, a different bottle, and we'll be going for 44 likes. And so what I figure will happen is it'll take a longer time to achieve that. So what I thought we should do is, let's have a chat. Does anybody want to call in? Like we do on DLive. Open it up. If you want to come on here and call in, tell me. On DLive, we exclusively allow that for rose givers. I don't know how we will do this on YouTube. Like I don't know how we could make a criteria or a cutoff or something. But as it stands today, we've already achieved the 22. I see 26 likes now. Much appreciation. But if you want to have a chat, I'm going to kick back here for a bit and just chill. So if you want to, I guess what I'm saying is, does anybody want to call in? Anybody got anything on their mind that they really want to get off their chest and they want to use my stream as the place to do that? As long as we don't go out of the lines of what's YouTube friendly and what's not, I'm happy to do it. I'm going to have to send you 2 bottles of 10-year Jack. Mind of Tron, dude, if you did that, that would be unbelievable. I don't know. That would be so kind. That would be so kind. I mean, I'd be stoked with just 1, right? But 2 would be... Bear Lover, I don't like Gentleman Jack, but I'm a lady. Gentleman Jack is pretty nice. It's one of my favorites. Gil Ambrose, I didn't even say g'day. Gil, how you doing? You got to drink it straight to get the real taste. We've already done that, dude. You might have just joined us. We opened this and we tasted it. We've already done that. We did 2 neat, and I made a point of saying, well, we have to also taste it with Coke. Everybody mixes their drinks. Hell, Jack sell mixed drinks. So we tasted it the first way, neat, and now we're tasting it with Coke. So we do it all. We do it all. Let's push to 50 next. No, it's got to be double. It's got to be double. 44. Because then it'll be 88, the one after. Aero Gamer, Hendrik streamed until 9 a.m. this morning. Dude, I got a notification for him streaming at 9 a.m. So I got a notification on my phone saying he's gone live. Did he have intermittent internet issues? Dude, that's a tongue twister. That he had to stop and start it again? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, exactly, Gil. I mean, the very first thing I do when we get... I mean, this is a $220 bottle of Jack. The first thing I did was smell, like... breathe it in and enjoy it, and just enjoy the smell of it. And then we tasted it neat. We looked at it. We had a single glass here. We held it up. We compared the viscosities and we got all technical about it. And then I'm like, okay, drink it, enjoy it. Now what? Well, we're going to try it. I mean, in an ideal world, I'd have ginger ale. I'd have lemonade. I'd have all the mixes to try. But ultimately, you just need Coke. I mean, Coke is just the most universal sugar drink, right? $60 for me, plus however much it costs to send to you. You're just doing Jack, or send you a few different ones, bourbons and whiskeys. I mean, dude, I will take any suggestions. You know what, man? Don't go overboard. Like, I'm really thankful for you offering, but realistically, I just do Jack Daniels on these streams. But if you have a particular local whiskey that you want me to taste, man, I'll definitely do that for you on DLive. I won't make a big show fair of it every 10 weeks, put it on the bottle behind me and all that stuff, but I'll definitely taste it. There are 2 bottles that I've been recommended. What are they? Let me just tell you. I took a screenshot of these quite a while ago on my desktop, and I've still kept it. There are 2 bottles. One of them's called Ezra Brooks Kentucky Bourbon. That one's been recommended. I took a screenshot of that on the 23rd of June. So that's how long ago I've been recommended that one. I haven't done anything about it yet. To be honest, there's no disposable income with me at this particular point in time. However, the way Bitcoin's going, that could all change soon. The other one was White Claw. That's right. We took a screenshot of White Claw Hard Seltzer, sparkling water with alcohol. We took that on the 24th of the 6th. So those are... Oh, and another one, Redbreast 12-year-old Irish whiskey. This was a screenshot in July the 16th. Redbreast. So and by the way, those things are available local for me, but they were recommendations from the stream. But in all honesty, man, the 10-year aged Jack, that's like a hen's tooth in Australia. So Bitcoin's at 62. Oh, what? That's so rad. That's gone up $2,000 since I last heard about it. That's awesome. So Hendrik streamed until 9 a.m. this morning for 10 hours, so I'm guessing he's asleep. Hey, I was just saying, it doesn't have to be Hendrik that calls in. I mean, I need a little shelf that just sits right here that can keep that, or I just sit here with it in my hand. I mean, anybody can call in. Like Hendrik often calls in, but anybody can. I can't sit here with this like that. That's stupid. But when I put it down there, you can just sort of see it. Hey, but that's on the edge of my table. Oh, I've got this. Oh, no, it's on the other side. Nah, it's not going to work. Bitcoin going to be 90 to 100k before it drops back to 80%. Mind of Tron, dude. Ew, guys who drink White Claw shake hands with their junk. Wow, that's an interesting expression. Shake hands with their junk. Shit. I don't know what to think of that. I'll be honest here. I'm not enjoying this with Coke. There's something weird about this mix. Can I just go back and tell you what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this ice in the mix glass, and I'm going to just take another one of these neat because I'm not enjoying that with Coke, and I want to just get the taste again. Just a splash of it, right? Just get a taste of it and see if I can navigate the taste that I'm tasting here and then distract that taste from the Coke. I'll be able to work out. Dude, forget it. That's garbage. I know what I meant, but it didn't come out anywhere near close to correct. Forget what I just said. Do you know what? It's this. This isn't that nice. There's like a weird... There's like a weird metallic taste. It's like an aftertaste that's kind of like... It's like metallic or something? I know metallic's not a taste, but if you can picture... Okay, get this is weird, okay? Get this. Apologies to anybody that knows this person that might be watching on Facebook. My ex-girlfriend, way back when, 2013, we broke up. In fact, that was the year that this was barreled, 2013. What? It's a different girl, dude. Holy shit, man. I'm mixing up years in a big way. That's not that girlfriend. This goes way back before that. This is like... Not my ex-girlfriend, my ex-ex-ex-ex-ex-girlfriend from 2000, not 2013. Get this though, the story's still the same, but this is a different person. I was just thinking, that's not her. When she would get her period, her womanly period, her monthly period,
Money's too tight for steak.
Steak?
Tumbler glass cut of meat, tumbler glass cut of meat, cut of meat. Jack ain't nice, oh no.
Charlotte Rose, thank you for the $8 super chat. Cut of meat, tumbler glass cut of meat, tumbler glass cut of meat, cut of meat. Jack ain't nice. Oh no. I mean, Thank you very much for the super chat. Let me just tell you, hang on. Someone tell me when this head looks like it does, because that's looking hideous. So the story is, I could smell in the air when this woman got her womanly period. And I'd say to her, "You've got your period." And she's like, "Yep." I could smell it. I could smell. It's weird. Like the whole, because we lived together, the house had a different vibe. And I don't just mean her grinding her teeth and smashing things and accusing me of everything that ever went wrong. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the actual vibe. It's almost like the air changed. Like there was a physical smell in the house because of her period. And it wasn't blood. Like I saw that comment, blood tastes metallic. It wasn't, "You're doing shots of Four Roses? Calm down with the shots." It wasn't that I was smelling, and this sounds gross, but I wasn't smelling her sanitary napkin, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about, I knew, and she confirmed it every time. And that's kind of, in a very strange way, in a strange way, this taste is taking me back to 2000 when I was living in New Zealand, actually, with her. That's what I'm getting here. That's weird, man. That's a weird memory to taste. And the Coke makes it worse. That's what I'm getting at. That's already in here neat, and the Coke makes it worse. The Coke brings that sort of metallic-y, it's like a tannin, like a. I can't even begin to like. All I can say is it's not a very pleasant taste. There's something funky about this taste. Yeah, weird, hey? Weird. Charlotte says, "Ew, eek." That's true. I know exactly when my egg drops during ovulation. Goes back to caveman days. Caveman days. Yes, sir. Charlotte Rose motivated me for another shot of Four Roses. Hell yeah. We definitely don't want to associate Jack with evil Shelby. You picked it. You knew who it was, right? I didn't mention a name, but it's Shelby. Let me tell you this story about Shelby too, which is also Jack related, which it's kind of interesting to remember on. She worked for a bunch of time on. Dude, it's hammering down again. She worked for a bunch of time on Rotto. Anybody from Western Australia in the house? Anybody playing from Perth? Rottnest Island? Anybody on Facebook? Any of my Facebook yahoos? No. Oh yeah, there's Facebooks there. Rotto, Rottnest Island. It's a little island about. What was that noise? It's probably just the house settling. You know, when the contractions in the wind and the metal expanding and stuff. Don't worry about it. It's about 22 k's off the coast of Perth, Western Australia. It's a little island, very, very beautiful place, famous for its native wildlife, a quokka. Shelby worked there for some time before I met her, and she had a relationship with a dude who, for all intents and purposes, ended up becoming a bogan. I mean, how do you become a bogan? I guess just life choices and lifestyle and music and whatever. Like he wasn't a bogan. She always said he wasn't a bogan when we were together, but he became a full tilt bogan. And he loved Jack and Coke, and so they would. She recalls a time when they got absolutely shit faced on Jack and Coke. What's dude? The rain is really bucketing down. Holy crap! The governor. What's the little hotel there on the main hotel on Rotto? The Governor Hotel or something. She said, yeah, because that's where she worked. And she said, yeah, we got twisted off this Jack and Coke and I was chucking my guts up and I've never been able to drink it ever since. And so she associated Jack and Coke with bogans, even though he wasn't a bogan at that time. That's a demented memory, right? For her to say the drink sucks because a guy I was dating drank it at the time. And later on, when we weren't together, he became a bogan, and therefore the drink sucks. And I was like, I love Jack and Coke. Man, on a summer's day, An ice cold Jack and Coke? Hell yeah. It's the greatest, right? And she's like, nah, it's Bogan. It's a Bogan drink. And I'm like, then label me a Bogan. Give me a 6-pack. And that was back in the days when those cans, they were 250 mils and they were 6.9% or no, that's the double Jack these days. I think they were 7% bangers. I think they were 7%. Yeah. Maybe the Coke had expired. Oh, good point. Charlotte Rose, that's a good question. I mean, I got it off the shelf just yesterday. Where's the, Dude, you think my eyes are going to be able to see this? There's something on the bottle here. Hold on a second. Nah, 20th. It's either 20th or 29th. There's a 2 and a something. March 22. March 2022. So we got plenty of time. Wrong kind of Coke. I hear it. You can hear the rain from there. Dude, it was smashing down. Did I get my surfboard? Yeah, I brought it all in. Shelby was a special breed. She certainly was. Johnny No Good in the house. Dude, all the way over from the Hex machine on the... Dude, Johnny, were you on D-Live? That's a Hexican right there, Johnny No Good. Dude, I am... Man, I gotta tell you, I know I'm getting a little toasty here, but I am so pumped for Pulse Chain. I'm not too sure why, but I am... You showed me that website the other day, and I wish you didn't, man. I really wish you didn't show me that, because I've been looking at it a bunch. And if what I'm understanding correctly, and if the math is correct, and my Hex is going to be worth 16 million in 15 years from now, I'm just telling you, man. I wish you didn't show me that website, hey, because I've been going back there, checking it out, and I'm like, what is that? Is that what my future holds? My future looks like, for something I did in 2020, I'm going to be a millionaire 15 times over. I can't even begin to process that. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's in fact, me seeing that almost makes me feel more the whole thing's a scam, because it's such a huge number. I'm like, that can't be real. So don't show me any other sites like that, man. Maybe it's half right. I mean, yeah. I don't know, man. I just saw that and I was like, I mean, I'm seeing right now absurd value on what I did in November last year, 2020. What I did then, the value in my Hex stakes is ridiculous. As it stands, it's ridiculous. To go from $330 odd, whatever that amount was, I think it was about 330, to that being valued, and it went over $100,000 at one point when Hex was tapping on 50 cents. That was worth over $100,000 for me. It's dropped back to about 85 now, but 85 grand is absolutely ridiculous considering my initial investment was 350 or 330. So to then extrapolate that to 15 years and to see a figure with 6 zeros at the end of it, and not just one of those, but 16 of them. I mean, what? Seriously. I mean, Johnny, dude, if this comes off, and if I mean, that's not life-changing, that's life-shattering. That's my family's life-changing. That's not just me setting myself up. That's everybody in my family. Everybody taken care of. Fuck, man. I can't believe it. Hey, and that's what's going on in my mind now. Like I'd resonated, or I'd resolved Hex in my mind, and I was like, okay, it's a long-term investment. Cool. There'll be a return at the end of it. Great. No worries. I'll keep playing along. I'm good. If anybody, I'm good with numbers to just wait that shit out. I can wait out anything. I'll wait it out. No worries. And I see the results, and I'm seeing it go up and up and up, and I'm like, whoa. That's only after 12 months, or not even 12 months. And then you take this website into a consideration. It's like, this is, if this continues, just for those that didn't see it, there's a website that you link your MetaMask wallet in, and then it plots your trajectory of growth in Hex according to what's previously happened, and given, you know, some interesting equations and formulas and stuff that I don't even understand. But essentially, there's a line, and it shows you if this line continues, if that line continues, my Hex value is $16 million US. And I'm just saying, at that point, I'm going to buy a freaking island. I don't even know why. I just want to go surfing on a break that's locals only. Not like that. I'm just saying, it's such a... I can't even comprehend it. I can't comprehend it. So I'm trying not to comprehend it. I'm trying to just leave it and just like not go back to that. But I'm trying to not go back to that website. Spoiler alert, I've been back like 10 times and just kept changing the numbers and looking at it. So at some point I've got to be like, get me out of this website. It's raining here in Michigan. Robert Muller, g'day Robert Muller, Aero Gamer, cheers to the rain. Shelby was a special breed. I'm surprised you didn't drop her on the spot. Shelby, she had her ups and downs, and I'm sure she said the same of me. Me too, Rob Mac. Bent over backwards to get a laugh out of her in that video. She was not amused. Yeah, the problem with that was that she did something that she didn't want to do, but she did it because her partner wanted it. You know, they say, like, if you sacrifice what you want to do because you're in love with somebody, you probably shouldn't. Like, realistically, she didn't want to go to New Zealand. She didn't want to go living out of a van, driving around, looking at waterfalls and glaciers and go snowboarding, and she was not into that at all. I couldn't think of anything better to do, to be honest. As a 25-year-old, 26-year-old, go and buy a van and drive around New Zealand? Hell yeah. I'll do that now. I'll do that right now without even... I'd give away... And by the way, with 16 million, I will do that, right? I'd do that right now without even a consideration. But she's like, oh, I spent so long studying to get my degree and now I'm going to go and live out of a backpack. I'm like, yeah, what of it? You chose to do your degree. Nobody forced you to do that. Anyway, let's not go down that road because... I think there's alcohol in this Jack's. Yeah, there is. There's 53.5 of them. Little suckers floating around in there. By then, I can get a baboon heart transplant to enjoy the dollars. A baboon heart transplant? A baboon heart transplant? Charlotte, are you boosting? Richard Hart is a genius. Mind of Tron. I mean, this guy's designed something. The intention of the design is to increase wealth, which you'd argue is the intention of every cryptocurrency. So he's just doing it, but doing it better. And oh, I love drinking period blood Coke with Jack. Thing is, everything that I've seen from Hex is legit. And everything that people have said against it doesn't seem to have any legs. Just 2 days ago, well, no, Wednesday on my crypto stream, we had a naysayer in my chat saying Richard Hart's a scammer. I was like, okay, cool. The very next thing I said was, can you just put a list of the people he scammed? Just Google it and just give me a list of those people, and then maybe if people have been scammed by him, they've made, you know, videos discussing it. Can you just link me those videos? So I want to see who the people are that are claiming they've been scammed by Richard Hart. And dead silence, like complete radio silence. I'm like, so Richard Hart's a scammer. So if you're calling yourself a photographer, you have to have taken photos, right? If you're calling him a scammer, he has to have scammed someone. So where are these people that are crying out, I got scammed by Richard Hart and Hex? Because all I'm seeing, and this is the thing, like all I've seen is my numbers go up, 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 and those people that staked short term with more amounts of money in the initial investment have already taken out millions and bought Lamborghinis and bought holiday houses and shit. These people are Hex flexing. They're like, well, I've already got my... I didn't do I mean, they probably did 15-year stakes as well, but they did a short-term stake, and they've already taken the rewards from that. So at that point, where does the scam lie? Like, when is the rug pull? People are already taking millions of dollars out of this thing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if it is a scam, and if he's scamming people, who are they? Where are they? And how does that sit with the people who've already made bucket loads of money? Just regular Joes like you and I, right? Regular crew have already absolutely smashed it with this. And it's only been around for a year. I'm just saying, you hear all this like, oh, it's the new BitConnect. It's gonna go, it's a Ponzi scheme. It's like, where does this sort of fit into that? Because at the moment, you don't see anything like that. And not only do you see the opposite, but you see Richard Hart coming out explaining everything, like literally explaining how the contract works. It's designed to increase value. The math is right there. It's all audited. It's right there for you to see. We're not hiding anything. So I don't really understand it, but I'm in it. And at the moment, my value has gone from 330 to about 80K US. And if that chart's correct, in 15 years, when this term deposit comes to fruition, it's going to be worth 15 million US, 16 million US. So, heavens to Betsy, if that happens, shit. I'm twisted on 2 sips of dubs. Are you on dub? Oh, hell yeah, Charlotte. Charlotte, do you want to call in, Charlotte? Do you want to call up? I know you don't often go on camera, but Bitcoin did 6 million% in 10 years. Gonna happen, yo. Bitcoin did 66 million% in 10 years. You need 2 more. Send me a link. What's your Facebook? My Facebook? I've got a personal. I've got 3 Facebooks. I've got a personal. You can find me as, this is my real name. Let me put this in the chat. This is my real name. I don't hide this, so there's no dramas. That's my real name in the chat. You can find me on Facebook, but I do have the Gives a Minute Facebook, and I do have that personal Facebook, and I also have my photography, which is, not that I'm promoting this crap these days, but that's my photography by BJWOK, and that's the initials of my full name, Benon Julius William Otto Kirpsch. Yeah, what of it? I know it's a wacky name. Blame my parents. I got no say in that. Cheers, Azizes. You're about to drop 10K USDT on more on Hex. Wow, dude. Dude, that's huge, man. Once my kid is 18, I'm doing that exactly. I mean, like I said, like in a selfish way, when I look at Hex and what it's done and what it's doing for me, I'm thinking of it selfishly. I'm thinking about how can I manage, not manage, how can I ensure, that's the word. How can I ensure my future? You know when Mr. Beast used to make videos and he would predate them. He'd make a video and then set it to release in 5 years from now. I might have done something similar. When I look at where I'm at right now and I look at Hex, I'm thinking, selfishly, I'm thinking this is me setting myself up for later in life. But when I saw that chart, it dawned on me that you don't need that much money. Like that's too much money. And as weird as that sounds, that is too much money. So then what could that money go for? That money could set up the rest of my family, the family that I don't have, right? Like I never had my own family. I don't want to get too deep into that story, but for whatever, I got close to it and it didn't happen. But I could set up my sister's family. With that money, it's not just me, it sets up everybody. And I'm just looking at that thinking, it's why I kind of don't want to look at it again, because it's so... You know what else it is? It's a leveling. It's a leveling of the game. Like, when does your average dick like me ever get a chance to achieve that? There's always someone around the corner that wants to mess you up, right? You work your guts out, you do this, you do that, you get fired, you get a promotion, you don't get the promotion, you work your whole life, blah, 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 blah. It's like the chances for the everyday person to achieve this, it doesn't seem feasible. It's those that are born into it, that already have wealth and that already have their setup done, and they're off in the races and everything's cool for them. They're happy, right? Hollywood celebrities and, you know, movie stars and banking finances and all that. But this has just changed it, where it's like, and this is only going off what the chart looks like for the future. But if it's true, suddenly there's a redistribution of this wealth amongst people that normally wouldn't have a chance at it. I never thought I'd ever have a chance with this. Surreal, right. Do a Hex video and send it to go live the day before your stake ends. That's actually a really good idea, Mind the Tron. I should do that. Yeah. Doug, it's a superannuation on steroids. Right on, man. It's better than that, dude, because so the concept of longer pays better, right? So if you're willing to, and Richard Hart talks about this a lot on his live streams, he's like, if you're willing to delay the gratification. So if you're okay to look to the future and say, okay, things aren't great right now, but if I make a decision here now, in the future, this is going to pan out and play towards my favor. If you can do that, then you get rewarded. And this is where like the game theory of the whole contract comes into play, right? So you're doing that and other people are doing that. And then for whatever the reason, these other people have to pull out. You know, maybe someone's got health issues, or I don't know, they not only did they go deep in Hex, they went deep in something else, some shitcoin, and they lost all their capital, and they have to like take some funds out. So they end stake early. The problem with that is, and I see this on the Hex community, they all slam that. Oh, why would you end stake early, you dickhead? What are you doing? You've messed everything up. You're going to lose all your T-shares. People have different situations, right? Every situation's unique to somebody. They have probably a very valid reason for doing what they did. I mean, when you're looking at what they're throwing away, you'd want to hope they've got a valid reason. Anyway, when they decide to end their stake early, so they've gone in 5, they've gone in, they pull that thing out. The beautiful thing about this game theory is we earn off that. So we get a reward for those people who couldn't do what they said they wanted to do. And I've always talked about integrity. I've always said, be honest and be yourself. And this is YouTube, right? And this is where the Jay Boston and the Danny Black stuff comes into it. I've always said, just have integrity. Now, this is the case of this benefiting you. Hex is a system that values integrity. And if you, for whatever the reason, if you have to change what you've said you do, fine. You cop a loss, and the loss goes to those that continue to do what they said they'd do. And that, when I heard about that, I was like, what? And that plays out financially to me? Well, okay, you've got my interest, right? You've got me captivated at that point, because I've always said that if you do something, you have to be honest about it. You can't fake it. You can't mislead people and take them down a road, because eventually you'll grow tired of putting on the show and being the fake person, or someone will call you out because of some mishap or whatever the thing is, and it'll all come unstuck. So if you are legitimate and you are honest and you have a stack of integrity, it seems like this Hex smart contract is something that's going to honor you. And like I said, I'm cool to sit back for 15 years. I don't give a shit what happens in 15 years, to be honest. The next 15 years, whatever. I'm going to get older. Maybe I'll get a barrel. Maybe I'll tuck into a left-hand barrel or right-hand barrel, whatever. I'll just do my thing, right? I've already lived a hell of a good life, right? Great times. I'm not complaining. 15 years from now, a decision I made in 2020 is going to change my life to the tune of $16 million. Great. And why? Because it's valuing integrity and honesty. Let's get a room together, Hex, you and I, right? Cheers. That was a lousy cheers. That's better. Anyway, how much longer are we going to ramble like this? We should wrap this up, right? I know I'm getting twisted here. The idea was to do it. Let me refresh my glass. Should I refresh my glass? Actually, I'll ask the chat. Should I replenish this with another Jack and Coke, and should we sit here a little longer, or should we wrap it up? I'll leave it up to you yahoos to decide. BitConnect! Yeah, I'll let you guys decide. But I mean, look, appreciate you being here. Appreciate the 28 likes. There's 2 downvotes. Hey, dickheads, who downvoted this? What don't you like about this content? Don't just put a downvote. Let me know. Refresh, replenish, not the Coke, sir. Johnny says no, don't put the Coke in. No, but I if I'm gonna sit here, I'm here, 1:21 a.m. I'm drinking with you. Mind a Tron, thank you, man. I'm gonna replenish here. See, that's almost half done now. Charlotte, you've had a Tennessee taster. You know how this goes. Hey, the moment you open it, you almost lose more to the Angels, right? The second you open it, it's like, oh shit, there's already 10 mil evaporated. Which one did you have, by the way? I can't recall what one you had. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, Charlotte Rose in the chat, she did buy a Tennessee taster from the Barrel Warehouse, $220. I can't recall which one it was. You're cracking on, you can? All right, now, nice. So we'll just chill here. By the way, look at that lovely cufflink. These are my late father's cufflinks. I only get them out on these streams, on the Jack Daniel streams. It goes quick, right? It goes too quick. It's just that's the size of a can. 375 mils is. Oh, it's gonna bubble over. Oh, that almost bubbled over. Shit.
Steak? Money's too tight for steak. Steak?
Cheers, beer mugs. I just want somebody to drink with. Beer mugs.
Mind of Tron with the $5. Dude, thank you, man, for the super chat. Cheers, beer mugs. I just want somebody to drink with. Dude, I'll stay here with you, dude. Mind of Tron, thank you, dude. 1:21 a.m. Let's kick back. Let's kick back. I need to look at what one I had. I can't remember. Yeah. I mean, look, this is cool. This is YouTube. This isn't a D-Live stream. I find this. You know what? Let's go over and check YouTube. D-Live. Oh, here we are. D-Live. Let me refresh. Oh, that's obviously paused. Let me refresh this. I'm just intrigued to see what's going on D-Live. It's cool that I'm doing this on YouTube. Drumzilla's over on D-Live. Why is my comments not working? Drumzilla, dude, Drumzilla's on D-Live. Shit. I just got here. Drumzilla. Grammy Justice with the ice cream. Red Ox Bear. Oh, man, you guys are all on... Okay, sorry, folks. I got to put this in the chat. If you guys are all over on D-Live, I apologize for not letting you know. But we are on YouTube today. I'm going to give the link there. Yeah, we're on YouTube. Sorry, Drumzilla. I should have gone over there and checked momentarily, but I forgot. But yeah, we're over on D-Live right now. So I just every 10. So the thing is, yeah, there he is, James Drumzilla. Found you. Thank you, man. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Yeah. So I'm not too sure if you knew this, James, but I always have a bottle of Jack behind me, and it's a special bottle. And every 10 weeks we open the bottle and we drink from it. And I do that on YouTube. Now, I was doing it at 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning, and I feel like The more I do this now, today, I think that was the stupidest idea. We should have always done it in the afternoon. So I've taken over DLive, and I've done, instead of doing my DLive stream and also happen to coincidentally put it on YouTube, I'm doing the other way around. I'm doing my YouTube stream and also happens coincidentally putting it on DLive. Just a bit of a different switcheroo, yeah. And the bottle of Jack we've opened, I don't know if you've had this, Drumzilla. Tennessee Tasters. This guy here. This is the not Hickory. This is the High Angels Share Barrels. This was the first Tennessee Tasters that they released. The idea behind this is whenever you barrel something, you lose a percentage to evaporation. And they call that the angel share because it goes up and someone drinks it, like the angels in the heavens get twisted. And so this particular batch was from 2013. They barreled it in 2013. And then in 2018, they bottled it. And they lost a lot to evaporation. So they called it the High Angels Barrel Share, or the High Angels Share Barrels. So a lot of evaporation, and they lost a lot. And that's what was left over. And I gotta be honest, to be completely fair, I don't really like it. I mean, I don't dislike it. Let me be clear about that as well. I'm not disliking it, but I don't think it's great. We've had it neat, and I'm having it with some Coke, but we've had both options, and it's got a strange period vibe to it, if you feel me. I don't know. But yeah, I should have said, I should have been saying all along, hey, if you're watching on DLive, come down to YouTube Town for this particular stream. This does mark a historical moment in time because this is the very first time I've ever done this. I've never streamed on YouTube and restreamed it out to DLive. This is the very first time I've used something else and added it to DLive. Normally it's all DLive and then you bring in, you know, the YouTube or whatever, but this is the first time I've done it the other way around. Yeah. And I'm enjoying myself. I've got to be honest. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the chit chat. I'm enjoying having you guys here. Angels time of the month barrel. That's right. The Angels period time of the month. Shit. And James, also, things seem like they're opening up here, so we could do our shoot pretty soon, man. Like, by the way, I did see the photos that Sven took of your Pantera cover band. That's rad, Sven. Dude, Sven's I'm assuming because he posted them. I'm assuming Sven's shooting photos, right? And he had the red lights in the background. That looked tits, man. Really cool stuff. G'day, Sven. If you're watching on Facebook, I don't think he is, but yeah, that was really, really good photo shoot from yeah, because he posted them, so I'm assuming he was the photographer. I don't know for a fact, but I'm going to assume anyway. But yeah, I mean, DLive and YouTube.
Money's too tight for steak.
Steak?
It tastes metallic because you bit your tongue. Zany face rolling on the floor, laughing tears of joy rolling on the floor, laughing tears of joy. Beer mugs, cheers everyone. 4 roses, time for 5th shot.
Mind of Tron with a $50 super chat. What? Dude, that has to... That's the biggest... Charlotte will know for a fact because Charlotte is super generous. That's the biggest super chat I've ever... I don't want to do it, but Charlotte, have you... That's the biggest, right? You've not... That's the top, right? Holy shit. Mind of Tron, I thank you. I've never seen anything like that on a super chat before. You said it tastes metallic because you bit your tongue. Smiling face with the tongue out. I did not bite my tongue. Smiling face, laughing with tears, laughing with tears, laughing with tears on an angle, laughing with tears, beers chinkling together. Cheers, everyone. 4 roses, time for the 5th shot. Wow, man. That's really kind of you, dude. I really appreciate that. Wow. I cannot remember, but I definitely think it's the biggest. I think, yeah, I mean, Charlotte, I know you've dropped loads of donations over the time, right? I'm not trying to downplay that. But I don't think I've seen a pink one. That's the way my mind's working. I was like, pink? Shit. Pink. What is pink? Pink's $50? What? I really appreciate that, Mindertron. That's really kind of you, man. Wow. What? That's massive, dude. That should all go into hex. Damn, dude. Drumzilla back up in the chat said, I've had some super rare jack and they've been average. You know what, man? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. The Sinatra Select is easily the best jack I've tasted. Okay, this is how weird this is. It goes, in my mind, in my category, it goes Sinatra Select, 1907. So you got the most expensive bottle you can get on the shelf in Australia and most countries. The Sinatra Select, you can go and buy it nearly any liquor store. Well, sometimes they're out of stock, but it's like they produce it, right? It's a mass-produced bottle. It's about $280. Charlotte Rose has sent me 2 of them. I'm just saying, she sent me 2 of them in time, right? Two of those. Thank you. That's the most expensive. In Australia, the cheapest bottle of Jack you can get is called 1907. Now, what it is, it's Old Number 7 with a white label. It's exclusive to Australia. It's about $4 cheaper than regular Old Number 7. Sometimes you see it for a bit cheaper. I've seen it for $35. It's very, very tasty. It's a sweeter Jack. It's been barreled, or it's been stored in the darker areas of the barrel warehouse, and it's got a sweeter vibe to it. It's the cheapest one. In my mind, that's better than Old Number 7. So the scale goes Sinatra Select, 1907, Old Number 7. And that's the scale. And unfortunately, the best one is $280 a bottle. And then the next best one is about $34 a bottle. And then the third best one is regular Old Number 7, about $40 a bottle in Australia. So what I'm saying is when you do get all this kind of exclusive, funky, rare stuff, in my mind, some of them are great. And I've had like the hickory smoked Tennessee Taster. Damn, that one's rad. If you can get hickory smoked, hell yeah. High Angels Share barrels, I'm not rating it. This is the thing. This was the first in this series. So this on the side of the bottle here, it's got selection number 001. I don't know if you definitely can't see that shit. So this is out of 7 Tennessee Tasters, this is the first one that they released. And I'll be honest, if I was tasting this in the time that it came out in 2018, I'd be like, ooh, maybe I won't bother with the other ones if they bring out more. Now, on that same note, Tennessee Tasters, there's also the Tennessee Travelers, which have just come out in Germany. Only available in duty-free stores. Heinemann's duty-free in Germany. There's 2. There's Bold and Spicy, and there's something else. And they're in 500ml bottles. So not 375 and not your full 750 or 1 liter. 500ml bottle. Tennessee Traveler, and they've got two varieties right now. So I guess what I'm saying is they might be shit. They could also be rad. But I won't get them. You can only get them duty free in Germany. Oh, there are places. There's one barrel warehouse in Australia does have them for. Actually, they changed their pricing. It was originally going to be $400, but it's now $300 for a set. Gold label. Sorry, gold label's rad. Yeah, true. Gold label's rad. It's only 37% too. Yeah. The 1907, 37% is good. Gentleman, I was forgetting about Gentleman Jack. Gentleman Jack is just, I find Gentleman Jack rad. Like double mellowed, double charcoal filtered, beautiful. I find that's, in a strange way, that's a different drink for me. Gentleman Jack isn't like, it's Jack, but it's not Jack. I just think of it as different. I don't know if it's like a mental thing. Avery's brag book, Facebook be like, do you know this person? Facebook? Oh, did you add me on Facebook? Avery, I'll confirm that. I'm not doing it now, but I'll confirm it. Imagine the cash they're making. Yeah, right. Yo, Benny's in the house. Afternoon, Ben on the chat. Yo, Benny, how you doing, man? Hey, man, could this be a good chance to play the surfing clip again? I've got to take a slash. Benny, I went surfing today. Tried to tuck into a left-hand barrel. it was too little to do it, but here's my results.
Welcome back to the super quick wave day edit. Look at this, look at this. I was hoping for a better surf today. Conditions didn't really match. There is some sections coming through here, although I was over here initially and didn't really get much. Had a good time, but I was really hoping for better waves and a better surf, but it didn't happen. Mother Nature had other plans, and you can't argue with Mother Nature. Yeah, nice offshore winds, some really cool cloud formations. Look at this. Look at this. And over here, really dark. I like this. You can kind of see it moving over. Like that's obviously that's west. Bam. Offshore winds. We just needed a little more swell. Look at this stuff coming in through here though. See, that's where I was, but okay. I mean, dude, what? How come I couldn't get into something like that barreled? No. Oh no, come on. Look at it. All right. Could have done something there. I mean, look, I had fun out there and I got something. Wasn't great, but you know me, I don't want to be the judge. How about you decide? Now, there could be a right or a left here. That felt right. Is it going to barrel here? Is that what's happening? Little left-hand barrel. Going on here, huh? My initial excitement kind of wore off. It's a little too small. Not sure what I did then. Coothed it, came right off. Probably the bigger size wave too. And I ruined it. What do you know? What do you think? What do you do? Pretty lousy, huh? Pretty lousy. Still fun though. Enjoyed it. Hopefully we get better swell tomorrow. Maybe Gotta check the charts to see what's happening. It actually looked like it was tailoring off from the rest of today, and that, unless something happens overnight, we'll see tomorrow. But while I sit down and look at those charts, you guys can go back to the live stream.
Oh, was that good timing? Pretty much bang on, right? Even though I'm a little twisted, I got that nailed. Hey folks, before we go on, can I just say thank you for the 32 likes. We only needed 22, but I appreciate 32. And I saw Avery's comment, you got 33. Appreciate that. In 10 weeks time, when we do the next Jack Daniels opening stream, we're going to go for 44 likes. So appreciate going over and above what we needed today, 22. Much appreciation. The 2 dislikes, you cowards. I've asked you what you didn't like about it and you haven't told me. If you don't like what I'm doing, you can hit the dislike, but it would be more efficient if you told me what you didn't like about it. Because that's the way this is. This is live, right? We do this live. So you can hit the dislike, or you can tell me what you don't like.
Money's too tight for steak.
Steak?
This is to help fund your next bottle. Love the streams and content. Love the surfing videos. Keep up the amazing content, brother. Beer mugs see cheers to Shiloh Rose, Benny and Benin Kopsh.
That was not my last name. But what the dude, $100 super chat? I don't know what I do for this. I haven't. Do I do an out of chair cheers? That's a D life. What am I gonna do? What am I doing for this? I don't know. I don't have a thing for this. Holy. Can I even? We can swear on YouTube when you're a certain amount in, right? Holy fuck, dude. That's $100 plus the 50 you've already dropped. That's 150, dude. Fuck. That's $150 you've dropped on this stream. I normally on D Live I'd get out of my chair and I'd cheers the lamp, but that's a D Live thing. I'll undo a button. Let's get chill. What? That's a stupid thing to do. But anyway, I didn't expect that, dude. I didn't. Holy shit! That's Mind of Tron is also dropped a $50 earlier and 100 now. What the? Dude, that's unbelievable. Have a rum from the Scotty bottle? Oh, I can't do that. That's the Scotty. I plead the fifth. It's got to be something different, Benny. It's got to be its own thing. I mean, can I read out the comment? The comment says, "This is to help fund your next bottle. I love the streams and the content. Love the surfing videos. Keep up the amazing content, brother. Cheers to Charlotte Rose, Benny, and Ben on Kirpsch." Mind of Tron. Dude, thank you, man. Thank you so much. That's really, really kind. Really kind. Wow. Can we also take a moment to pause and say hello, Benny? You saw Benny Crawford in the chat. He's the guy who shaped, designed, and made the board that I ride. Benny Crawford Designs. In the chat. He made the surfboard that you saw me riding in that clip, and I've been riding it now for about a year, Benny, I guess. Definitely a year, right? I can't remember when this was, but I love it, dude. I love that board. We call it the toothpick. And Benny, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good on the toothpick. But I wanted to talk just ever so briefly, because Benny's here. I wanted to talk about, so at the moment on my YouTube channel, so you got a little bit of a preview. That clip right there is not dropping until tomorrow morning on my channel, but the clip from today, the wave a day from today, includes one of the locals having a crack at me. Now here's the thing. Irregardless, I know irregardless is not the right word. It's not even a word. The word is regardless. Irregardless of whether he was right and I was wrong, or I was right and he was wrong. Forget that fact, right? It was pretty argy-bargy either way. It was a bit of both, a bit in either side, right? Either way, to make a thing of it like he did, and to belittle me the way he did, is another example of the shredders that surf this break, and I'm talking about Crookhaven, the northern point of Culburra Beach, these guys that rip, that fucking shred, right? These guys are dominating and bullying anybody else that doesn't somehow fit into their group. If you fit into their group, then you're in. But if you don't, which I definitely don't, it doesn't matter if you were wrong or if you were right, they're going to belittle you. This guy made a point of saying, and this is the thing that really stuck to me, and I don't think you even really hear it in the video because it's kind of muffled with the audio and the sound and the water and everything, but he does say, I've seen you already come off 4 times today. And that, of all the things, like the thing that hurt me about the situation was that he made a point of like telling me how many times I've cooked it. And he doubled it. It wasn't 4, it was 2. And you saw it in the video, right? I'd messed up well, not even. My first wave was just a lousy wave. The second wave, I absolutely cooked the shit out of that. I claimed it. I cooked. I don't know what I did. I cooked it. Then he says, I've already seen you fall off 4 times today. I'm like, yeah, I'm learning, dude. I'm learning. He's like, go and learn somewhere else. Don't learn here. I'm like, the best waves are right here. This left-hand brake is the shit right now. I mean, old mate Redvest has been getting barreled up the wazoo. I want to do that. And then when you look at the video, it almost looks like, and I didn't see this at the time, but all the comments that have been coming through, people have been saying, he messed up on his wave and then he inflicted that on you. He fucked up his takeoff, didn't quite get the takeoff and the pop-up he wanted. And so then he was like, oh, what was wrong? That guy was in the way. So you're to blame. But then, and I don't mind taking that blame. Like, I'll take that blame. I don't mind writing that. But for him to belittle me and to put me down as an adult, dude, I'm 46 years of age. You're going to talk to me like we're in the schoolyard? You're going to try to you're going to bully me, which is essentially what this is. This is schoolyard bullying. The schoolyard happens to be the ocean. And he's just going to put me down. Why? I'm not too sure what's going on in his life. I'm not too sure what's the mental capacity he has and what's happening outside of his surfing for him to bring that to the ocean and then to make me feel shit. Yeah. Benny, I don't know how to explain this to you, but old mate was correct. You should always paddle to the inside whitewash and make a big deal of it. Attacking you for learning is nonsense. See, that's my point, right? And I know that. You paddle to the whitewash. I understand that. The thing is, in this situation, I'm already on the other side of him. So like paddling to the whitewash would 100% have led me to go over his line. Like it was so close, right? The proximity was so tight that unless I did what I did, I would have gone over his line. Like 100%. It's not even, there's no error. There's no erring of that. Maybe you might have got in front of him. No, you were automatically going to cut it. If I had gone right and tried to paddle into the whitewash, he would have been like, fuck, you're right in front of me. Like 100%. And you see it in the footage. So I made the decision to paddle as fast as I could and get over the wave to give him that takeoff zone. Now he cooked the takeoff and then tried to blame it on me as me being in the way. That's why I said, irregardless of who's in the right or wrong, I understand that, yep, when you're paddling out, you paddle to the whitewash to give him the open face. I understand that. I'm not a kook that much that I don't get that. But in this situation, when I was already on his leading side, I was already on the clear open side, and it was so close together, I made the snap decision to just go left. If I had gone right, I definitely would have connected. And he even said, and this is what makes it even worse, he even said, I wish you had have gone that way, because then I would have fin chopped you. I'm like, so you're okay to send me to hospital to get stitches because you wanted to fin chop me, because you took a wave that I was in your way and there was no other way around it. Your best case result would be to cause me injury. That's fucking shit. And how do you go home, old mate, 56-year-old dude, go home to your wife and your kids and explain that. Oh, I sent the guy to the hospital today because he was in my way. Fucking moron. Benny, the rule to go to the inside, not the face of the wave. But when you're already on that side, so it's not like we weren't in line. Like we weren't straight in line, right? I'm already over there. I'm already there. So for me to get to here and then onto that side, I've got to paddle in front of him. Don't you see how that's the problem? Like I've got to go that way in front of him. I understand if we were both in line, absolutely you'd go that way. Like no, like it wouldn't even be, you wouldn't even think about it. And the reason you wouldn't think about it is because you know he's going to go that way. You know he's taken off. You know he's going right. So you definitely go that way. But I'm already over here. So do I have to paddle towards and across his line? There's a point, there's a case there where you're like, no, dude, you made the right and read the comments in the description or in the comments field. People are saying, dude, you were already over there. You got out. You did the right thing. You paddled as fast as you could, got out of his way, and he messed up the takeoff and then blamed it on you. He got you. He gets you on a technicality because yes, you always go to the whitewater, of course. And I hear the old mate who yelled at me for parking my van on the street. This guy's a moron. He came out off his balcony. What are you doing parking your van on there? I didn't realize parking my van on the street was a crime. Yo, I always see you park your van there. Yeah, I start my live streams here because this is the spot where I get the best reception from Telstra and Optus. It's like, oh, okay, now that I know what you're doing, it's all good. Like, why would you even ask me? Like, it's none of your fucking business. A guy parks his car on the street. Big fucking whoop. He comes off his balcony. What are you doing parking? I always see you park your van there. Some people just need to fucking go back to their own lives, right? Don't involve me in your life. Unless I come to your door and start knocking on it saying, I'm parking my van in your driveway because it's the best place to get reception. That's not what I do, by the way. I'm on the street. Across the street, not even on his side, on the other side of the street. And he's out there on his balcony. What are you doing there, parking your van? Like, I didn't even think to answer him. I was like, what on earth can I be doing wrong here? Like, there's no law against parking your van. Like, I just park my van here because this is where I get the best reception. I didn't even know that's where he lived. I just seen the dude surfing. I don't even know that's his house. And then all of a sudden he's up there yelling at me. And then he was the dude in the video that's like, you always paddle to the whitewater. I'm like, dude, you were there on the whitewater. I'm on the other side of the guy. So, and that's my takeaway from this. Like, irregardless of who's in the wrong, to make a deal of it that's the vibe that these guys give. They want to dominate. They want to make you feel shit. Forget any of the rules, right? Because like if you're gonna go rules, I got footage of Red Vest clearly dropping in on me, like 100% dropping in on me, and he would never argue that. If I did that to him, that would probably wind up in a fist fight, right? But he did it to me, and so what I'm illustrating is it doesn't matter what you do. These guys want to dominate and they want to bully you because they believe that this is their break. And that's the critical or the core message here. It's their break and you can't surf here because you suck. Your ability is shit. You're a lousy surfer. Get the fuck off our wave. That's the mindset here from these dudes. And he belittled me to the point where he made that very clear. And so I'm like, hey man, if that's what it's going to take, I'll just go over here and surf this break. I don't care. Like, I'll get the lousy offshoots. If you're going to be a dick about it, go ahead and be a dick. I hope you have a great night with your family when you get home and you remember how much of a dick you were to someone in the surf who's just trying to learn to surf. Then go and learn to surf somewhere else. Now, fuck you. I will surf where I want, where the waves are good, regardless of what you want. I'm not here to make your surfing better. I'm here to get my surfing better. So fuck you and your attitude. Don't let it bother you too much. You're learning and having fun doing that. Yeah, that. I mean, that's the message. Hey, I guess. Yeah, I'm a little wound up now, but that's because we've had the 53.5% alcohols. Calm down, enjoy. No, I got wound up there because you get. The reason I get wound up is because I wouldn't treat someone that's lousier than me like that. Like, there's people I surf with that aren't quite skilled, and I don't treat them that way. I give them, like, so what if someone gets in your... Like, even if they're in the complete wrong, who cares? Like, you just move on. Like, no worries, man. Yeah, you got in my way. Pfft, who cares? Whatever. As long as nobody gets hurt, right? But he said, I wish you had have gone to the Whitewater, because then I would have fin chopped you. That's fucking shit, dude. What? Imagine saying that to a grommet. Imagine going to the skate park and like some kid's trying to drop in on vert, and you're like, yeah, lean back, hey, don't. Everybody's telling you to lean forward, lean back. It's the best way to do it. And then this kid winds up in hospital because he didn't lean forward. What? Like surfing? I love surfing, but hell, man, there is some fucking shit involved in it. Like absolutely shit. You're still going on with it? New topic. Yeah, true. But I did say, can we talk about it, Benny? So do you feel like we've ended the topic? Should we move on? How's the rain? I can't hear anything, so I'd say it's stopped. I'd say it's just chilled right down. All good. So let's move on. Well, I don't have anything else to discuss aside from thanking you all for the... Dude, I see 34 likes. We're only going to go for 22 and we got 34. All good. By the way, today, if that was a little... I'm just looking at the YouTube clips. Sorry, the D-Live is still sitting here. If that was a little larger, the swell, I reckon I probably might have tucked into a barrel then. It was just a little on the... Nah, here comes the rain again. It was just a little on the small side. But yeah, I managed to sort of at least get a few rides, but nothing great. Well, folks, I guess we should wrap this up here then. We should make amends here and wrap up and call it a stream. What's going to happen tomorrow on D-Live? There'll be a fresh bottle of Jack right there. I'm not going to tell you what that is, but it'll be a special bottle. That'll be there for 10 weeks. And at the 10-week mark, we'll do another YouTube stream like this, and we'll go for 44 likes. That bank might be better on a high tide. Yeah, it definitely was better earlier, for sure. Yeah, and when I got there... That's really, it's back bucketing down now. Yeah, when I got there, it was on, and then the longer I stayed out, the worse it got. And I guess you can't tell from the footage, but I clipped everything together, and that was like 45 minutes worth of the GoPro. So you got like the best parts of it all together. Cheers, brother. I'll be here to drink up. Where's my Charles painting, Benny? Dude, I'm glad you asked. Before we wrap it up here, Charles Wayne is no longer the CEO of D-Live, and that's been the case since June. So he left D-Live in June, and I didn't want to believe it. I just didn't want it. And D-Live, even to this day, haven't made an announcement about that. In private, they have. In the Discord, they've kind of... Well, one person has said, oh yeah, Charles Wayne's gone, but there was no announcement. There's been no announcement of his replacement. And so we did a stream on D-Live. Let me show you, man. We go back to my channel here. Go to my channel. Go to replays. Here we go. Charles is gone. So this is the stream. I'll grab a link to it, or I'll just grab a link to it here. And you can check it out at your own leisure, Benny. But this is the stream where we dedicated to Charles Wayne and what my thoughts on him leaving and D-Live not announcing it. That's in the chat right there. And then I took the painting down. I was like, well, he's no longer CEO. Then there's going to be no reason to have his painting up, right? But I talk about it in that stream if you want to check it out. But folks, we are going to wrap it up here again. Once more, dude, much appreciation for the super chats. Holy crap, Mind of Tron. Dude, I mean, I can't imagine... I can't believe what you've done. It's very kind. And Charlotte Rose as well, of course. Dude, you just did 2 firsts for me. I've never had a super chat for $50. I've definitely never had a super chat for $100. You did both of them, and Charlotte Rose in there as well. I just thank you very much, folks. It'll go back to regular streaming content tomorrow on D-Live. Doug's Shunting 5 Volume 2 and chest opening. I guess I'll see you all on D-Live tomorrow. Rob Mack, thanks for the Jack Behind Me fund as well, dude. See you all later, yahoos. Thanks for the likes too. Shit, yeah. 34.